Good morning. Well, it's late morning and I just got back from workout and just doing a quick get ready with me with my skincare. I took a quick shower to wash off some sweat and just wanted to do my get ready this morning. For anyone else who likes to get ready with someone in real time. Love these little alligator clips from the Dollar Tree. I think they're really useful. I love them. Ugh, that's cold. I love cold water. And I have in it like a ton of ice cubes, but I also freeze lemon water. So I freeze whatever I can make with the inside of the lemon. I like blend it all together in the blender and make lemon ice cubes instead of just squeezing out the lemon and wasting all the pulp. And I drop 1 or 2 cubes into my water every day and just drink that. It's really good. I mean, it's sour, but it's, the water helps kind of tone it down. And I just sprayed my face with Cocoa Kind Calming Magnesium Mist. I have about this much left. I use it every day. I love it. Such a good product. Put a little on my neck. It helps with redness and itchiness in the summer. I get a lot of itchiness around my neck. I'm just going to spread it around. It helps tone down all the redness. It feels really nice. So I've only used it from winter, spring, summer, not in the autumn yet, but it works so well. Like spraying this on your skin tones down the redness. It feels so good. And it's like really great to like start your day after you washed your face. And I also am pretty excited to try the Cocoa Kind Electrolyte Water Cream as my moisturizer. Oh, I think I remember the founder said to like stamp it that way, yes, and then it works better. I have super oily skin and breakout prone. This is so nice. Feels so good. I just got the jumbo size and I'm waiting for that to arrive. If you're here, say hello if you want to. And are you using any skincare in the morning when you get ready for school, for work? Yeah, like it absorbs right into your skin so nicely. I love that. So these two together, if you're looking for something really nice for the skin, for anyone, it works so well. And I'm also using Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream. I got this from a promo and I made a video about it for them, just like my experience. It's kind of when they're like, try this and let us know what you think, good or bad, and do a review, and I did that. So I really actually like it a lot, so I've been continuing to use it. I don't have to. I could just pass it along if I didn't like it, but it really works so nicely. It's so nice for the neck. So I love just adding it onto here. I was afraid to put it on my face because I was afraid that it might break out my skin, but it hasn't broken out my skin all around my jawline or neck, so I think it's pretty safe to use if you have breakout prone skin. I just have other things that I like a lot. And another thing that I was using and doing a review for was the Olay eye wrinkle correcting treatment. This is so nice. So you just squeeze a little bit. Been using it for a while, so there's only a little left. You just squeeze a little bit and tap it under your eye, and then like it rolls the metal. This metal part is so cooling. Hi, Alonda. Happy work. I just got back from the gym, and I don't know, some days I don't really sweat that much, honestly, unless it's really, really hot. And today's so rainy. I don't know, I just felt like taking a quick shower and doing my skincare really quick. Hi, MJ. It's so good to see both of you. How are you? Since it's rainy out, I already know I'm going to have like a headachy day. And yesterday I did a live suddenly, and I wasn't feeling good yesterday. I had barely any sleep. So maybe today I'm just trying to catch up. And this weekend I have so much going on that I won't have much time to catch up on sleep. So I'm just taking it as it is before things hype up like crazy for work. Alonda, what are you doing for work? And MJ, what are you doing also? What are you up to? Anybody love skincare in here? Because I'm crazy for it. Any skincare things I love trying. And the problem with that is I love trying so many skincare. You're a high school teacher, so it's amping up. I do editing for school portraiture. So I edit all the images of you and your class and your students and your group photos and team photos, everything, all the sports. And so because of that, it gets really, like right now the season's going, so I'll have a lot of editing starting soon, even more than usual. And so during that time, I won't really be able to talk. I do like 5 a.m. Yeah, so I'll be up 5, 6 a.m. doing my skincare, and I just have like a couple of days left before that starts heavy, and I won't be able to. I could do some 5 a.m. skincares. I do that on TikTok during like the height of the season, and I think TikTok's more forgiving for when you're really, really groggy. Yeah, it will be super busy for months and months and months. But when I try all these different skincares and they don't work out, I end up going back to Malaysia because this is micro benzoyl peroxide. It is so good, and it doesn't have all this stuff in it that makes your skin irritated and red. It actually tones the redness down, which is remarkable because I grew up on like benzoyl peroxide stuff for acne that would actually make your skin so sensitive and red and peeling. It was like a punishment trying to get rid of a blemish, and then your skin is like, I hate you. This doesn't do that. It's unbelievable. The owner, the creator of it, he had severe fungal acne, and he researched for years to try and find a solution because it was so bad. So I followed him for years on his journey, and he finally created the products a few years ago, and I just never turned back since. It cleared up my skin. I wouldn't have been able to really go online without being so embarrassed with the way my skin was. So it helped remarkably and still does. And I use the urea, and it's like beautiful. They're like really, I use them every night, but I love other products too. And other products are really good. This is more like nourishing and calming and just lovely. The Cocoa Kind products, if anyone's ever tried them. So I use those in the day. I don't have a different skincare routine each day, but I like to try different products. So sometimes I'll trickle something in, and that's what happened with Olay, because Olay, like I think of my mom. I forgot what it's called. Oil of Olay. I feel like that's the right name. And it's like heavy perfumed and thick, and it would make my skin break out. You know, I'd never ever use it. Hi. Don't put it back over your head. So I am trying different products and making content because I love beauty and skincare. And obviously, there's brands that I would love to work with, but they're like, we don't know, you're not like whatever. So I try other things that might align, but maybe are like possible misaligned. But I was like, you know what? I'll try the Olay Regenerist line, and I love it. What? Yeah. What's bad? So, and I also like cocoa kind. They have magnesium in it, and that I have rosacea. So when my acne cleared up, underneath is like some nice, beautiful rosacea redness. So skin's sensitive. Um, so yeah, I tried different things. Like I used the micellar water. Oh. Yeah, don't put it back over your head. Nobody wants you to geology, dude. Rock people. That's what we're rock people if you follow Geology Dude, and I really recommend you do because he has so much amazing information about geology, rocks, all that amazing stuff that we live on and with. So I use this to normally remove eye makeup and stuff, but sometimes I don't need to. But I also really like The Ordinary, their skincare line and products, because they're really stripped down. There's no perfumes, no dyes. They're so low cost. Also, Coco Kind is really low cost and stripped down. The, you can just get, like, if you want something specific, The Ordinary is where you're kind of having your own chemist, like you add things to it. But this is the stuff I put on my arms and skin right now. It's not breaking out my KP, and I'm working on a lot of the interior stuff. Why skin breaks out, why there's KP or chicken skin, things like that. My skin's super oily, so I have to be really careful anyway. So yeah, but I love makeup and skincare. I love all that stuff. It's just something I really enjoy. And hair care. My hair is really long, and I have to care for it in order for it not to be like a big nest. So that's how I kind of prep my skin, and I like it. Some people are like, you don't need that. No, of course I don't need it. Well, something in order to maintain like healthy skin, there's some things that are very useful, but I enjoy it, and you know, and I also really like watching people apply their skincare and makeup. I don't know why, but I like other things. It's not the sole purpose of my existence. It's just one of the things that I really, really, really enjoy, and I like to share it with other people. So, yeah. And for skin SPF, I do need an SPF. I use something like this that has a tint to it, so when you're applying it, you can see where it's applied. You don't miss a spot, and you can reapply later. And also, I have really pink skin from rosacea, so I like to add the tint to tone it down, and just it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable in my skin, and that's, you know, that's what this is all about, how you feel about yourself. If that's what helps you feel more comfortable. And sometimes I have a mishap, there'll be like too much. I'll go out in the sun and it will look cakey or whatever, but who cares? You can wash it off at the end of the day. Sometimes I'll put on mascara or eyeliner and it looks crazy. Whatever, you can wash it off at the end of the day. So don't get too stressed about that stuff. I did have a friend at school, at uni once, who I don't know her anymore, but we were friends in class, and she was so funny. But she'd come in super rushed, late to our photo classes. Every time we had class, she'd always be super late, and she'd wear brown eyeliner, and it was like really far above the line where eyeliner root should be. And I know she didn't intend to do that. I'm pretty sure she was putting it on in the bus every morning. Like, it looked pretty crazy. I just think about that sometimes, and I just kind of giggle. But I didn't say anything because she's a kind person, and I think, you know, like I said, you can wash it off at the end of the day. So she was so beautiful. She didn't really like it. It probably would have been best if she didn't apply it, but it was something that made her feel like she was ready for class, I guess. And yeah, that's all that matters. If she felt like it was something she wanted to do, who am I to say it doesn't look right on you, or let me fix that? I would never. But I'm also the kind of person that will tell someone that they have like toilet paper on their shoe or something, which I've had done. And I was in another class. I was in class at, I took some oceanography classes for a while because I just loved it. And we started a new class, and there was another girl student, and it was our first day, and she came with like a brand new sweater. And the reason why I know it was a brand new sweater is because she most likely got it at Old Navy, and it had like that sticker all the way down that's like this long that said large, 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 all the way down on the front. And I said, oh, excuse me. And I was like, you have this sticker? You might want to. And she was like mortified. Her response was horror, which wasn't necessary. And she never talked to me for the rest of the semester. But she peeled it off, but she was not, she was just, she seemed really embarrassed by that. So now I'm like, I mean, I was really careful about saying it to her. I was like, you have a sticker. But if it was me, I'd be like, oh my God, thank you. And just laugh and probably become best friends with that person. But she was just not having it. She was like, I don't know. She didn't respond well. Kind of strange. But yeah. So what are you all up to this weekend coming up? Of course, you have to ask about the weekend. Does anyone have weekend plans? Okay, I think it's a little, I think it looks okay. And I have a good coverage for a couple hours. It's 40 SPF. And I can just layer it back on top. What I tend to do is use, I have Super Goop. It's like a clear SPF. I tend to put that on any places after a few hours if the sun is getting really heavy, or I use a mineral, another like SPF. It has about 15, but it's still really helpful if you layer your SPFs. If you don't sweat it out, or you know, if your forehead is really sweaty, I mean, then putting it on, it will be like sticky and sweaty. So it's better to try to get ahead of it, which I tend to do. And it really helps a lot. My mom has had skin cancer 3 times, 3 surgeries, and a 4th that she used just like some type of medicine to get rid of it. And I know her generation was like heavy on the tanning and heavy on baby oil, I guess it is, or something like that they put on their skin, and it really like fried their skin. And I don't know, I think a lot of them are keeping the dermatologist busy with skin cancer treatments and things like that. And I don't want that to happen when I'm older. And yeah, so I'm on top of it. I go to my dermatologist once a year and have like the full skin check for any moles or that are changing. I've had a few removed just because I was like, I don't like them, they scare me. So they removed them and double checked that there's no cancer cells. I've been pretty lucky so far, but because our face is like really hitting the sunlight or affected, I'm super careful. So I layer my sunscreen, and like throughout the day, if you saw me, I have like a spray and things like that if I'm in the sun a lot, just to protect my skin. And any like acne spots, I use a little bit of mineral powder to just kind of tone down the redness, and I want to still look like my skin is real as best as I can. I don't want to look like I'm covered in makeup. There are times for that, especially if I'm getting photographed, and then there's a different type of makeup I'd be using, but in general, I don't really want like a cakey makeup look. It says to add a Q&A sticker, best thing since sliced bread. Have a great time doing your photos, and I can't wait to see what you have up. If anyone else is here that isn't subscribed to Geology Dude, please subscribe, because he has some amazing, remarkable work that he puts into his content. It's like so professional, exceptional value. So you won't be, you won't be, I forgot the word. Disappointed. You won't be disappointed. But have a great day. Have a great weekend. And if I have like a spot that is really red and I need to pinpoint it, this is actually from my painter's kit, because I studied fine art and I have a lot of little brushes and things. So I started grabbing from my painter's kit to do brushes on my face. This is actually a real makeup brush, but I've had so many other brushes that I played with from my own paint set and things like that, because why not? Why not? And I just find if there's a little spot, I'll just put a little bit of, I guess that's what happens when you initially study painting. I'm literally painting my face. I haven't painted a canvas in a while, so maybe that's the replacement of it. I'm just doing my face canvas instead. So I have a little bit of color in my skin from this summer because I'm outside a lot more. And even though I use sunscreen, you still get, if you're out enough, which I have had some long days, you still get a bit of color comes through. The only thing you can do is hide from the sun forever or wear a big giant hat. And the sun is so healthy for us, I don't want to hide from it. And I love hiking and bicycling and things like that. So I do end up getting some sun, but I use a little bit. It's like a few shades above my actual skin shade that I just put on. So it's another mineral, and it does have sun protection in it as well. Again, with the layering, and I just do that just to add a little extra color. In the winter, I just look so pale. But I think this helps a little bit. I don't want to do anything like really intense, just a little. And then I have a soft, I think it's called soft blush. And I still have some of this left from the company that went out of business, which was so sad. But the product's so good and it lasts a long time, so I'm finishing them up. And when these run out, I'll probably get them from, I think it's Bare Minerals. They're like the OG, aren't they, in mineral makeup? Oh, I wish Geology Dude was here, because he'd see that I'm putting minerals on my face, and that's his whole concept of mineral studies, not for makeup or in cosmetics, but maybe he could talk about where they're mining this stuff from, because there's like mica, and I forgot what the other main ingredient is in the minerals for SPF, but I know there's mica in a lot of these products, and these are so old it kind of rubbed off. Titanium dioxide. Maybe I'll ask him. But I just like to add a little bit. It just like, even if I don't see anyone, it kind of just makes me feel a little bit more put together. And since I'm working mainly remotely, I tend to not see a lot of people. Sometimes I do, but I'm just gonna do a little bit where my freckle is kind of growing back, and then I'm filling in some bits of my brows because they're really patchy. This one is good. This one is going like thinned out here. So a little bit of this benefit. It's nice. It does last pretty long. I just kind of brush through to make it a little bit thicker where it's not showing that nicely. I think it's, and then I brush it through with this is an e.l.f. one. I need a new one. It's got like all these little bits on it. What are the, oh, sorry, I'm tongue-tied this morning. What is that about? Just putting in, this one's a little bit harder for me. This gives me a hard time filling in the bits. And I'm wondering if I should continue this at the 5 a.m. time, so I have to get ready. 5 a.m., 6 a.m., getting ready. If anyone else is doing that, if they would love to see someone who's really half awake. And I don't drink coffee, so there's that kind of element of so tired at that time. I used to drink, I'd wake up, drink water, shower, and then I'd grab something from the fridge, super cold. I love cold drinks. They're what wakes me up, not hot drinks. I don't like a hot drink when I'm tired. And I'd grab a Diet Coke because it tastes so good, and it's so like, it's just such a refreshing thing to wake you up. And I switched to lemon water, but it's iced, super iced in this cup you can put in the freezer, and the cup also ices. So I've switched. It's been a while that I've done that, so it's a habit now. It took a while to get that habit going. And I feel better, but it doesn't, you know, I want Diet Coke. This is another SPF product. It is the Sugar Fresh Coral. I'm trying to finish this one up. It's not my favorite color. My favorite color was Petal, and I finished that one up a few months ago, and I have a hair on this. Oh my God, that's my cat's hair. So the Coral is Coral. It's a really great lip product. It also has SPF 15 in it, I think, but I prefer the Petal one. They are so pricey and worth it. My my niece gave me this as a gift, and I appreciate it so much. But I'm going through it, and I think when that one's done, I have one more because she keeps giving them to me. They take so long to go through. They're kind of like a lipstick lip balm. But the benefit of the SPF and combined with skincare, with cosmetics, is where I'm at, because it's so worth it. There's so many products that have hyaluronic acid, things that plump up your skin, and also have SPF. So it's kind of worth it to have that combo. This is an e.l.f. lip crayon. And it's so fun because it's so low cost, and you can just use it forever for like doing your lip color, and also a lip liner. And I just went a little bit out of there. That's whatever. Just helps kind of line the lips, and if I feel like I want a little bit more of a pink, you just pop it in your bag and you can add it in really quick. And it's so nice with like a lip balm, so it has like a watercolor kind of look. So I did my brows, that's always a thing. I think I'm going to go with a little bit of a liner today. I haven't done a cat eye liner in a long time. I used to just do like a full cat eye. I really like the look a lot, but you're constantly kind of checking to see if it smudged or did something wacky and turned into like a dog eye. I don't want a dog eye. Rare Beauty, Perfect Strokes Eyeliner, Liquid Matte and Black. So it's not shiny, it's matted, which is really nice for a liner. Look at that tip. It's like, it's really pointy. It's so nice, making sure there's not a cat hair on it because, you know, but I would be so good at this. I do it so quick, but now I've kind of stopped doing it. So it takes a little bit more practice. But I just do a little kitten eye instead of a full cat eye lately. So you can see it's just like a little bit more of a defining of the eyes, and it isn't makeup amazing. You know what? I like how my arms all crossed over. I'm gonna use this mirror. I know you can make like a really bold look. I just want it to have a tiny line to it, just to, I don't know, just for fun. Fun for Friday, I guess. And if it's kind of not doing the kitten thing that I want, you just take a little concealer brush, something that has like a flatness to it, even like a lip liner brush, and flick it up a little bit where the end is, and it will just go up a tiny bit. Could do it even more, but I'm okay with it just being a tiny little. And you can pull it also if you want to, or add a dark shadow over it with this brush. I think this is a lip liner brush, honestly. It might be a concealer one. It's Real Techniques. It is a concealer brush. Okay. So instead of using it as a concealer brush, I'm doing this, and I could add the shadow to it and then like pull it out even further, and that will just make the liner even more stable and staying longer throughout the day. A little bit. Oop, I did not mean to do that. Let's get that off of there. I was trying to wipe off something and added more concealer. Whoopsie. And I kind of, for the summer, don't like a lot of eyeshadow. Sometimes I'll add like the blush or the little bit of the mineral tint on my eyelids. But I don't like a heavy eyeshadow look because honestly, I really want my mascara to show. So I'm going to curl my lashes really quick. I love mascara. I usually just do mascara and the skin tint, and I'm good with a little lip balm, but just doing a little bit extra today. I don't really like to skip mascara. I just like the way it looks. I like it a lot. So I'm having the e.l.f. lash extender. This is a tubing mascara, and it is so good. I think it's about $7. I've had this for a couple months or so, and after about 2 to 3 weeks, it started working even better. Had that like mascara effect of having the oxygen in the container, and helps make the mascara work even better. I don't know why. Some do not respond to that. I had the super high-end mascara that was so expensive, and it worked really well for about a week and a half, and then it completely got messy and clumpy and just, it was useless. I was so disappointed. And I thought, there's something, there can't be. I mean, this is like the most expensive mascara. I forgot the name of the brand. It's like right in my mind. I'll remember it after I'm done with this, which is the way things go. But it's a really pricey mascara, and everyone like thinks their whole brand is so amazing. And I thought, there's something wrong with me. I definitely got like a old bottle or something wrong. So I purchased it again. Big mistake. It's the mascara. It's super clumpy. When I remember the name of it, I will be like bummed that I can't think of it right now. I'm seeing the mascara bottle in my head. It's the heaviest bottle I've ever used. It's really heavy. The whole like marketing campaign for it is beautiful, and the packaging, but the product was not good. And it cost way too much money for a mascara, even on sale, even with like all the discounts. I was like so bummed that I wasted my sale and discount on that stuff. I'm not doing it ever again. So $7 for e.l.f. lash extender. I think it's even less now. It's really good. I'm using the brown one at the moment. And I think the brown is so great. It like really helps your eyes pop if you have blue eyes, green, gray, brown eyes, because there's so many like different colors in brown eyes. People just think my eyes are brown, but if you look really deep, sometimes like a golden or just a really beautiful like chocolatey or reddest red tones. So the brown pulls that out. And black is always like, it's iconic, it's classic, but I just felt like using the brown today. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's really, really good. And it's a little bit rainy, and it doesn't smudge or budge. At the end of the day, I just start washing my face. I put water on my face and use my face wash, and by the time that's all like kind of got warm water on it, it starts to come apart, so you can pull it down. You don't even need an eye makeup remover or anything. It's the most strange product that I'm loving at the moment. So I'm thinking, what else? Oh, I'm gonna take my hair out, and I'm still loving my little alligator crocodile clips from Dollar Tree. I love these. I initially wanted the like purple lavender ones, but they didn't have them, so they had the pink, and it was fine. It's fine with that. Color doesn't matter. It's more like what it's doing, which is holding my hair back so I can put my skincare on. And what I'll probably do, I think today I'm just going to let my hair air dry, but I will need to add a little bit of something to protect my hair strands. I put something on every single day. I have something from Dollar Tree that I love. I've been using because I try a lot of their hair products before I do like I'll do like a major video on my favorite Dollar Tree hair products, and I have so many that I've been using. I really use them before I do the video because I don't want to be like, here's something from Dollar Tree at the end. I want to tell you if I've really used it and liked it. I just feel like I want to share that with people. I want them to do the same. And of course, I watch a lot of creators, and you can tell when someone's just getting a product and doing a review and they didn't really try it. So that's why I really try it and tell you if it's working or if I like it. And it would be a shame if a company does give you a product to try and you don't like it. I've had that happen, and I've had to communicate that with a company that it wasn't working out. Sometimes I've been like, is there another way I can approach this and use the product? Because I hate when someone makes something or creates a product and it's not usable, or it's not usable for me. And that maybe that's the approach I should have, is this didn't work for me, but it might work for you. Especially like, I'm not going to use something that I know is going to break out my skin and then be like, this broke out my skin. If I know it's going to break out my skin, I'm going to be kind of telling them, I don't think this is a good idea for me to use it. But like with Olay, because I was really scared, I've been using it not directly on my face. I was using it on my neck, and it's so good that it actually ended up working out. This is the body cream from Ordinary. I think they call it a lotion. Yeah, it's definitely a lotion. And it is really nice. It's very nice. The price is really good. I think the bottle's a little small for body cream. I'd like it to be like double this size, but it's so low in cost, it's okay. And I found that it's not irritating my KP. It's actually kind of helping it a little bit, even though it's not meant to solve that issue. But KP really needs moisture, as it also needs something to help exfoliate the keratin, but it also really likes moisture, so it helps with that part. And at nighttime, I put something on the back of my arms to help keep that at bay. And I use the KP scrub in the shower pretty much every day. So this, after I'm scrubbing, I kind of need something that's going to help. But because I'm going out in the sun and my arms are bare, I don't want to have any product on my skin that is like an acid. And the things that help break up KP are like glycolic acid, salicylic acid, urea. Those things I don't want on my face and my skin if I'm going into the sun. So this is so nice. It really is so good for your skin and nails, and also if you're working and at the computer, you might want to have something that's lighter and also has no scent to it. I love scents, but whenever I'm in an office, other people don't necessarily like them, so this solves that issue where you can just use an unscented, but it's also really soothing, it's serum-y, and makes your skin like just look a lot nicer, feel a lot nicer. And also your cuticles, which I have a huge cuticle issue with. I've been using this really interesting product to deal with. I wish I could grab it. It's like at nighttime you put these patches, they're masks over your nails, and you sleep in them, and it helps heal your cuticles. It's remarkable. And also the nails. It's like a scar treatment for your fingernails. This is so different than my normal, when I'll be working really heavily, 5, 6 a.m., get ready. I don't have the time to be doing all this. Throughout the day, I'll be putting on the moisturizer when I get a chance, or putting on just a quick mascara and then like a lip balm, but not the time to really take a moment to check my skin, make my skin like feel comfortable and presentable. It's usually a 10-minute thing, and this is like me in slow motion, so it's kind of nice to have that moment because it won't be long that I get to do that. And I should put some type of protector in my hair. They're just not in front of me. And I think that will be it. Oh, I'm going to put my watch back on. That's going back on, and yeah. I will be combing my hair after it dries, not when it's wet, because I don't want to pull the strands and break any of the strands. I'm working on my follow-up video of how things have been going with the hair treatments and with hair breakage and fallout. I have so many good results. Also, I was doing a live yesterday that I was so excited about to do. I'm going to show you what happened during my live. The live was I was going to show everyone how I do my hair removal. And I dropped my machine and it broke. I was so upset. I have, the floor is hard, and it just slipped. I was holding it right this, it slipped right out of my hands and just went pop, everything broke apart. So only the plastic top and everything is broken, and it looks like it could snap back on, but because it's a laser, I'm really scared that another part of the device might be broken. I mean, it just looks really like I could pop everything back in. But it is a laser, it's a diode laser, and I don't want to mess with it. Like, yeah. It might be like perfectly fine if I pop everything in, but I'm scared, so. That was a huge shock. Oh, and something just fell, so it might be something really, really important. That was a huge shocker during my live yesterday. I kind of went into like a shock. And it was so disappointing because not only do I do this every 2 weeks to keep my hair at bay from overgrowing, but also it's really expensive and it's really worth it. It's the Derm Rays V8S, and I really recommend, if you want a good hair removal, that's the one to go with. I have a coupon code that anybody can use for any of their hair removal devices. It's EL Save. You can get $160 off. So that's what I was telling everyone about, and they have a sale through August for $170 off with my code EL26 until the end of August. But I broke my device. I've had it for 9 months and it's been amazing. So I contacted them last night, and hopefully I have some good response. Hopefully they'll tell me I can just snap it back together. I sent them pictures and video of it, or I can return it to have them fix it. So that was a huge bummer. Accidents happen. Going live is always a gamble. Anything can happen, and that was what happened to me. I was, from there on, I think I'm going to kind of be more relaxed about doing my lives, because that was one of the worst things that could happen. The thing I was showing broke apart, which was a huge bummer. Yeah. That. I don't know what fell that made like a little snappy noise, but was it this part? No. But I'm wondering if I can have like someone look at it, or I should just throw it out. I think I should just throw it out. But if you're curious what the inside of a diode laser looks like, system, there you go. That's the like important part, this. Like wondering, no. But anyway, that was sad, and I will not try to use it. I don't want to get electrocuted or whatever that could happen. Find out what fell on the ground. So yeah, I'm gonna go out and do some of my chores and get ready for the weekend, and then heavy working coming up soon. So if anyone's interested in my get-readies until that point, I'll be checking in here and there. And thanks, guys, for being here.